Let's start. Let's do guards first. Let's do Western Conference first. Actually, let's go East because I think personally for me the West was harder. I don't know about for y'all. Let's go guard both your guard spots for the East. Then we'll do forwards and then do wide cards and then we'll do the honorable mentions or whatever. And then we'll move on to the West. So both your guard spots. Let's start with the guards. Everybody name both their guards that they had for the Eastern Conference as the All Stars.
Trey and Harden.
Okay.
What do you say?
I got Trey and Harden.
Jaylen Brown and Tyrese.
Me too. Good shit, bro.
Good fucking shit. My lips be hot. My lips be fucking hot, dog. Thank you, Bez.
Allie, right? Allie.
Oh, Halliburton.
Okay,
I said
good.
Maxey. Tyrese Maxey.
You have the same one as him?
I had the same exact shit as for my guards.
I had Drew Holiday and Darius Garland.
What the fuck?
And
These are not on your wild card?
No.
Oh, those are my wild cards.
His list finna be dumb as fuck.
Brunson.
I already
Brunson.
know. I say your guard.
Jaylen Brown and James Harden.
Okay.
That's what I got too.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
And my man spoiled it though.
No,
I thought that was his top two guards.
I also felt like
I was looking at my list. I just said the guards.
like, okay, wild card.
I didn't
maybe,
have
but
two guards and then wild card.
That's a good wild card though. I
respect the wild card.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna debate any of the guards. I'm gonna pretend like you didn't say the other two you said, so we'll talk about it later.
Omari, what was yours again?
Oh yeah, I didn't have Trae Young on my All-Stars.
I didn't have Trae Young on my list.
I don't think he deserves to make it this year. The numbers are there, but he's been bad.
No, he's been bad.
He's been bad.
Horrible.
Efficiently's
Really
bad.
bad.
Even when we know how trash he is defensively. It's just been bad this season. The Hawks haven't been winning.
I have Brown on here.
He puts up those 30-10 games, look
I
nice,
have
but
Brown on
it's
here too though.
Should be Brown over. Oh, yeah,
it should be Brown. Brown should be like there.
I hate that nigga though. So.
Bro's averaging 27.
Nah, just fine. I don't hate Brown.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, you want to chime in on Trae? I don't think he should make it.
I don't think he should make it this year. Not this year. Other years, yeah, he was you know the guy, but not right now.
It's not translating to winning. It's just like empty stats.
But you have Trae
I mean,
Young.
winning, but winning doesn't like. I
You have
mean,
Trae
winning
Young on your
factors in
list?
the All Star, but not all the way.
I'll say this. I'll say Drew Holiday deserves more of a case than Trae this
I
year.
agree with that.
Yeah.
Like Hassan, Drew Holiday deserves more of a case.
Impact's winning more than he does this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
So
Dude, you
Niggas put a lot of stock into winning. Like winning doesn't. It
No, but
doesn't
Drew
matter.
does it on both ends
I don't
this
know
year.
why.
Really, really
it's not
well.
even about winning. He doesn't
I
even.
don't
He's
know
not
why.
helping his team win. If like, I don't. He's not helping his team.
suppose.
Like
Yeah,
he didn't
it's
play
still
today and
like-
they won. He didn't play today and they won.
Who?
Oh no, my bad. They lost. Hawks lost. My bad.
Trey, right?
Trey.
My
Yeah,
bad.
they lost.
My bad.
He also
we'll
just
see.
hasn't looked the same. Like the
It's just
stats
the
are there,
All-Star
but it's
game.
like,
The All-Star game at the end of the day is still for the fans. Like they.
Yeah,
I
you're not
guess,
wrong.
I guess.
Well, I mean, he should have been voted then. if
Hey,
he
Bradley
voted.
Beal that 1 year didn't make it. Trey shouldn't make it. That's all. Like
Hey,
the motherfucker
true.
averaged 35 on a terrible
Exactly,
team.
exactly.
No way Trey should make it this year.
That's true.
Let's
sneak in the
go
Bradley
to the
Beal.
forwards. Let's go to the forwards.
At least one.
Forwards.
For the East.
Should I say all?
3 forwards. Just 3
Okay.
forwards. Your 3 forwards
I'll
and
start.
2
I'll
wild
start.
cards.
Embiid, pretty much. I hope everyone has this.
Okay.
Siakam and Bam Adebayo.
Let's go, baby. I got the same shit.
Oh my god.
Same exact
You
shit.
know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
finna take Trey off my list.
Abdemayo.
No, just you keep it. It's too late. You already said it.
You gotta keep him. You gotta rock with it. No changing.
He can't change it anymore.
Yeah, he can't change
Had,
it.
Go ahead.
Embiid, because obviously he's
Right.
averaging 33. Randall,
W.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Double.
Thank you.
Bam also.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
I
Good
got
shit.
Bam.
I like
Okay,
that.
okay.
What about you? Forwards.
I
3
got
forwards.
Joel Embiid,
Right.
Pascal Siakam,
All right.
Okay.
and Randall.
Okay. Good
I
shit.
like that.
What about you, Omari? What about you? 3 forwards for the East?
I had what's his name? I had Jalen as front court.
He's not a front
He's
court.
not
You got to
front.
take him off.
Okay.
I literally
plays
I
both.
texted this fool.
Because he plays
If you
both.
have a question
He's
about
not
what
listed as
position a
both.
motherfucker
He
plays,
still plays
ask
both.
me.
That's why. He still plays small.
He doesn't
can say
qualify.
small
He
JT
doesn't
is small
qualify
forward.
for
JT
forward.
is small forward.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Think
literally
something out.
texted
Think
him.
something
I
out.
know,
I
Bez,
texted
I
this
know.
motherfucker just so this wouldn't happen. But go ahead.
Is it, bro? Like, yeah,
I
it's
know.
not like that's not
I
a
knew
crazy.
someone
That's a
said
crazy.
it.
right
I
away.
low-key thought it'd be Isaac, but it's Omari.
It'd be.
I was like, oh,
I had
shit.
Embiid, Siakam, and Brown.
This motherfucker got
But
to spin
I have
I don't
Bam.
think-
I have Bam.
You know what I wanna
as
say?
honorable mention anyway.
Who's your last one? Who's your last one?
You can't
It was
pick Brown.
Brown.
Pick someone else because he doesn't. He can't make it as a
Bam.
forward. All right, Bam.
Yeah, that's a good
I don't
I've been
think
seeing a
Siakam
lot of
deserves
social.
it.
Really?
No.
I've been seeing a lot of comparisons between Bam and Randall on social media a lot. Like people putting them like close.
They're not even. I mean,
They're saying
again,
Randall's offense is better, but
Bam's
Bam's
better.
you're saying for All
defense.
Star.
Yeah.
Okay, I
I'm
thought you
saying
might compare them like they play completely different.
no, they
Bam
play
should be
different. I'm saying
better. Okay.
for levels, but they're saying Randall's
For the
offense is better. Adebayo's defense is better. Randall's been winning like a lot. His team, Adebayo not so much, but
I
like,
think
they're
higher
close.
this year right now.
Who?
They are right now.
Yeah, by one
The
game.
Knicks,
by
yeah.
one game.
I mean, he have been kind of underwhelming this season, but Bam's been. Better.
season,
He's
right?
been more
Best season.
aggressive than he has been this season. Still not enough.
I like it. I like it. He's playing aggressive. I love
The
it.
reason
what he
I
needs.
don't think Siakam should be in there is because they're 12th seed. They're worse than the Hawks.
Look at the
They're not
look at
winning
the
games.
stats. Look at
Yeah.
the
Stats
Check
are
the
irrelevant
It's
for not
literally
winning
easy
games.
stat stuff.
But you know,
Nobody
last
wants to
year he
watch
was all
Siakam.
NBA.
There's
Last year he
other
was all
players that
NBA.
are better suited to get reserve spots than he is this year.
I don't agree with that. I think he's basically
Bam's
without him,
has a
they'd be
better
one of the
chance.
worst teams.
Bam-
in the league.
They already were one of the worst
Hey,
teams in the league to
might
begin
have
with.
But they
Bam
aren't.
somewhere else,
They
bro.
are one of the worst teams.
Might have Bam
What
somewhere
are
else.
what's the record right now?
Dog, he's
23 and
averaging-
29.
Okay,
It's
how
terrible.
many teams below them?
3.
Okay, what about in the West?
What do you mean? Oh,
How many
record-wise?
teams 23 worse than 23 and 29?
2. Only 2. Lakers are 23 and 28. I mean, he's
Okay,
no
they're
LeBron
about
James.
the
or
same.
But
Anthony
dude, he's
Davis
averaging
either.
25, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. That's some pretty good numbers.
Those are
They-
guys-
again,
If
read
you
the
empty
numbers.
stats.
If you look, okay, I'm saying
There's
if you
no
look
such
at
thing as
numbers,
empty stats.
There
Stop.
is.
No.
if you look at numbers,
Count as
You think
winning
if you
games.
think Pascal shit is empty stats, you don't watch ball. Like
He's
if
not
you
winning
think
games. This what he does not help them win
he's
games.
also
not a
games
number
doesn't
one
mean win
option.
games.
He's not a number one option to even be
Okay.
winning them games.
also All-Star
But if he's
games
not
not only
another-
winning games.
what?
All-Star games not only winning games
Yeah.
equals All-Star.
it's a
The
big
dog's
fact.
averaging
It's
like
a big- it's a big
insane
amount.
stats.
And he's efficient
So,
too.
like, okay,
The reason I
you
didn't
can't
put
tell me
Trae
that
Young
because
over
you
him.
can't tell me winning. You can't tell me
47%.
wins don't.
That's
Hold up, let me
ignorant ass
speak.
take.
Let me speak. You can't tell me wins don't matter when I've seen 5 Hawks as All-Star players
That's
with their
because
starting
they're
5.
first seed. That's different.
Huh?
Obviously, first seed for like
Okay, winning
seeding,
matters
No,
for All-Star
seeding,
games.
seeding matters. Like how many niggas? Like usually it matters just for like how many niggas on the team will be like. They're not gonna let
Who's cooking?
like 3 All-Stars be on a fucking 7th seed.
Exactly, yeah.
And no matter how good them niggas
But
are.
one motherfucker
But
can
like
make
both
if they're a 1 seed. Sometimes they'll usually have 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Even like in
Or
the
the
Warriors case,
Warriors,
they have
the
4.
Jazz.
So depending on how good
That
niggas
one
are,
year-
if they're a 1 seed,
point.
Why
they'll
have
let them have.
Siakam rather
They'll let
than
them have.
Trae?
They'll let them have
Trae's
multiple
inefficient.
ones.
At least Siakam
But that's the
plays
only time.
efficiently.
That's the only time winning really
Siakam's
matters.
All NBA third team last year, right? And then this year he's putting up 25, 8, and 6, and you're just like, nah.
But they're not winning. Last year they were
Also
winning
the
games.
defense.
Also the defense.
Last year,
Incredible.
all NBA definitely has to do with
You're
winning
putting
games.
too
First
much on
off,
the win
I'm saying he
games.
was one. Like he
it
deserved
matters.
it.
All
Matters
NBA,
not
yeah, but not All Stars.
It does, it matters
All Stars
for
are
the
fan
All-Star.
fucking.
Dude, I've seen some people that don't deserve, that are not All-Stars, but they have a winning record, so they put them as All-Stars.
I don't
You
care
know-
about what the motherfuckers vote. I'm talking
That's how
about
it works.
It's,
though.
it's
No,
not
it's
the
not.
it's not
Dude,
about
I've
the
seen-
top. It's about the lower niggas.
Yeah, so which lower niggas make it as reserves?
But they still like the popular
Which
lower
coaches
niggas who
are
are still
voting
really
for
good
people
are
that-
still making it.
Huh?
I said the people who
I
are
bet my life
on the
Pascal
lower end
makes the
standings.
All-Star game. I
the
bet
people-
I bet
How much you wanna bet?
I
How much
bet
you wanna bet?
$20 Pascal makes the All-Star game. $20.
$20.
Y'all seen this?
Or we can do
$20.
spin. We'll do spins.
We'll do-
I'll do.
yeah,
I'll do
come,
5
yeah,
spins of
come,
Siakam.
yeah.
We'll put 5 spins
Oh
on
my
it.
god, that's a lot,
We'll put
bro.
5
That's
spins
a lot.
on
You
it.
guys
crazy.
Siakam on your shit? Dude, this guy's tripping.
Yeah,
You want to do 5? We'll
everyone
do
has
5
Siakam.
dances.
Gabe, you're gonna have to show him. You're gonna have to show him how you use
What do you
the
got to show?
Right
now?
No.
I'm like, ooh, okay.
No, I'm
Don't do it to yourself.
We'll do 2 spins.
No, you
That's
said
Siakam doesn't
5.
make
We
it.
struck on 5.
Oh, you want to do 5? All right, we'll
Or you
we'll
could
stick
do
on
2
5.
spins and $10. Or you could do 5 spins.
No, we'll do spins. All right,
5 spins.
Five spins.
5 spins. If Pascal makes the.
I'll make a money bet with
Well,
you.
I'm gonna have half the
Yeah, he
spin
makes
and
it?
kick the nuts.
He won't.
That's
He won't.
Siakam makes it.
It's half the
Nah,
spin.
Nah, yeah, you spin your
You
spins.
said $10?
We gotta make
Nah, yeah,
one
no,
of
no,
the
do your
spins,
spins, bro.
like you go to poster,
Do you
stand in
wanna
a corner
Nothing,
that
do your
says
spins.
the Raptors are the best NBA team. You just gotta stand in the corner for like
30 minutes.
Yeah, you gotta draw a meat on your face and
Oh
put
my
Siakam.
God.
I can't remember last time. Though.
No, chill out, bro. Chill out.
Like, if someone gets hurt, if someone gets
Put on your chest, probably a Siakam.
Disgusting.
if someone gets
I like
wait up,
that.
wait up. Let's put the ground rules. If someone gets hurt and Siakam makes it, that doesn't count. We're talking about like reserves from the
I don't. Yeah, I don't even think he needs that.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Because
Dogs
I can't remember the last time a 12th seed player has made it to the All-Star game. That's right now, and they're gonna release All-Star reserves. I think on
The
Anthony
Lakers
Davis.
about to have one.
LeBron's
the Lakers
about to have
got a
2.
starter out of
LeBron
the-
James. He got
Anthony
voted.
Davis.
Trae Young got voted too. You think?
Is AD on your?
We'll find out. We'll find out.
But
If he's not on your list, dog.
We'll find out.
what year? The year Zion made it, they was asked too, and he made
No,
it.
I don't think they were that bad.
They were. They didn't make the playoffs that year. They made the playoffs
They were
the first time
playing
last year.
They were
What
playing
about first
in.
half?
Huh?
They were playing the year Zion played. I don't think so.
You're talking about the obviously
No,
the
they
first
didn't even
half.
make the playoffs at all
Yeah.
that year. But the year Zion made it,
Omari.
What are you doing? Where's the stop? We're recording. Oh,
There you go.
my man Gabe tripping. All right, let's go to the wild card spots because these
because of
I
the
didn't think so.
I was tripping, bro.
wild card spots.
Wild
These
card,
are
wild
the-
card, wild
These
card.
are the ones that are like
Hard.
the harder ones to choose because these are the last 2 players you should
like
be putting
these.
on.
Start with that side. I went first last
Who
time.
you 2 wild card players?
I can change one of them. I added an extra person.
I got 2 good ones, bro.
I got. I think I
Who
got
want to to
think.
I
start?
got some hot ones.
I
Go
started.
ahead, start, Omari.
I can start this
Brunson
time.
and Tyrese.
Okay.
Who'd you say?
Brunson and Tyrese.
Okay.
Okay. I put Brunson in my honorable mention. I wanted to put him in
That's
so
a good
bad
one,
I just
yeah.
couldn't.
I had 3
I
also,
feel
but
like I feel like he deserves it. Like
Brunson's
Yeah,
a
I
good
mean
one.
too, but I just couldn't over the people.
Brunson's
I
a
have.
great one though.
But he's a good one. I
You
like
got
it.
Isaac. Who you got?
I
Who you
have
got?
Harden and Bam.
Well, I don't think those are
Didn't you
wild
say
cards.
Bam for
Did
your
you say
four?
Bam?
No, I hadn't said Bam.
You said Randall. You said
Yeah, I
Randall.
said Randall.
Okay, yeah.
Bro, me and Isaac
That's
got
why I
the
was gonna
same ass
switch it.
fucking All-Star
That's why I was
team.
gonna switch it.
Because I got Randall for my wild card and James Harden.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
we
See,
dead
look
at
at that.
You got the
I was
dead-
Harden wild
is
card,
a
though.
fucking
Well, now
wild
it's your
card.
wild
It's a
card.
lock.
Because Jalen and Tyrese had better years than him.
Tyrese Halliburton has a better year than James Harden.
All around,
Oh.
and he's more important to his team.
You're,
That's the-
I
that's
understand
almost a-
coming from you. You guys, you meet
That's almost-
taped to your mouth.
Dude, okay, without James Harden, they wouldn't have the second best record in the what?
I
East.
think
He's
I'm
missed.
taking- I'm
Okay,
taking
I'm
Harden.
Yes,
about
he
to pull
averages
the stats
more
out.
assists than
I'm
him,
pulling
too.
the stats
Just
out.
He does, but he does. He's better at making plays than what Tyrese Halliburton is.
In
That's
this
the best
case,
factor.
in this
His
case,
stats.
I'm
yes.
I'm
Tyrese
going
is
with
averaging
Isaac.
20, 10, and 4. Let's look at James.
You remember
Steph.
what
He's
happened
averaging
last year
22,
with
11, and
James?
like
Oh,
6.
let me check a defense.
You don't want to go with stats with James Harden
No,
and
no,
Tyrese
because
Halliburton.
he's played 40 games. He's shooting 40%.
Oh, now we're going to
threes.
shooting. Say stats first. Say points, rebounds, and assists, like you did for Tyrese.
What are they?
Halliburton.
What are they?
Bro, can you
All
let
right,
me speak?
go.
This
I'm actually
motherfucker's
curious.
arms dick so hard I can't even read the stats,
No,
man.
bro,
Go to
fuck,
percentages
you did a
first.
fucking mic
I already
cover.
read the stats. Relax, bro. Let me
For
speak.
Tyrese? Okay, you're saying it
For
Tyrese first.
1 second. Let me get his meat out your mouth. Let me
This
speak
guy.
the stats.
All right, go
20
ahead.
points. This is Tyrese. I'm going to read Tyrese's.
All right, go ahead.
20 points, 10 assists, 4 rebounds.
All right.
Now I'm going to read the shooting percentages for him.
Okay.
48 from the field, 40 from 3. Oof. Also, okay, that doesn't even matter. Okay. I was going to say free throw. That doesn't really matter. Let's go to James Harden now. I'm going to read you his stats. 21 and 11, 6 rebounds. Basically the same. He averaged 1 more assist than
Nah,
him.
little bit,
one
yeah,
more
it's
assist
a
and 2
little
more
bit.
rebounds.
More, it's a
He's
lot more.
played
And 1 more point.
But what are these?
One more point, one more rebound.
Half the games, right?
I mean,
I'm
one more assist and 2 more rebounds.
Let me finish. Let me
Yeah,
finish.
the games played.
He's played 8 less games, shooting 45%, so
Worse.
3%
worse.
worse, and shooting 38 from 3, so 2% worse.
Which matters. It makes sense.
We're not going to say that he's the second.
And yeah, I would say like
I
in
would
this case,
say-
I would say winning would matter.
I would say they're
We're not going to
that-
talk
that
about who
was
James
the
Harden playing with.
He plays with an
that's
MVP
the-
candidate.
You
that's
don't
what
think
I'm saying.
Tyrese playing with
All right,
Embiid
so-
is going
okay,
to
so
be
put-
that
put-
good?
Put Harden on the Pacers and see how many
Holiday
stats.
in the All-Star game.
All right, put Harden on the
Alex
Pacers.
Turner,
They
bro,
be
come
having
on.
nah, but some years they got Giannis
I
came
see
in
He's
and
fucking with
Drew
Turner,
in
man.
the
And then he had him beat on his
That
team.
point is void because put him on the Pacers and see what his stats are going to be.
No,
It's going to be
you
better
can't
than
say
what it
that,
is
bro.
now. I
That's
can't
just
say that.
No, you
No,
can't.
I mean-
Because he's not on the Pacers.
You
We're voting
can.
on the team he's on
Okay,
right
but
now.
You're using him being on a good team against him.
No, you can't.
Are you
But-
not?
But
One at a time.
that takes.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. You got it.
I'll wait.
No, you say it right now.
That has to do with it too. All-star selection, dog, literally has to do with looking at all the teams, and they're like, all right, who's the top player? This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Then they're like, who's the best of all these, right? On his team, he's the fucking best. Harden is like maybe second, third. Yeah,
No, he's
okay.
definitely
He's
the second
second. He's
best.
second.
Yeah,
He's
but
second.
like that's this year.
To
Last
use that
year,
against
dog,
him, though?
Maxey was fucking
Yeah, last year.
Maxey was-
yeah,
Maxey
He
was
was-
lighting
he was
up.
injured
Halliburton just
for a lot of
started
the
balling
season, though.
last year.
Yeah, it's not
He
last
He was
year.
injured
This
for a
is-
lot of the
but-
season.
No,
How's that an
for sure,
excuse?
yeah,
That's a valid reason as to why he was
This is
better.
the
Why he's
new
better.
All-Star for this year.
He's
So-
See how
barely
expensive he gets? See how
solidified his position as
Hey,
second best on
the
the
Harden
team
thing.
this year.
Huh?
Nah, just because I agree with him on this.
No, he was definitely the second best player
Nah,
to
yeah,
begin
nah,
with.
last year.
Because he had a hamstring strain.
Okay, maybe, but this it's also he wasn't doing good with them in the beginning before he got injured.
Okay,
he was not doing good.
No, he wasn't doing
The
good
point-
at the beginning.
The first
few
three games,
Yeah,
you mean,
that's
and
right.
then after
Let
that,
me
what
make my
happened?
point. Let me make my point.
All
to
I'm
him.
saying, let me finish my point
Oh,
though.
go
I'm
ahead.
saying you can't like say you can't use Harden's stats against him because he's on a better team than
No,
Tyrese.
I'm not
Yeah,
using it
I
against
That's
him.
what you did
But
earlier.
why would you?
I'm saying
but-
Tyrese had a better season, in my
But
opinion.
but like stats wise, Harden is
It's
just
not
better.
just-
except for a little
Fact,
bit of
fact.
little bit worse efficiency, but he has better number
Fact,
stats
fact.
and they're winning games.
Less games played,
there's
less
no
games
reason-
played.
You can't
there's-
use the thing is
you
you
can't-
can't
but
use
no,
wins.
in
That
those-
doesn't make any
That's
sense.
You
Wins
can when you're
matters.
comparing two players who have like similarly identical stats, you could say one is actually winning games.
But what if
And
one
they're
of
like
them
a
has
You're
better
second
acting
team.
like James Harden's the sole. Can't about to die. You're acting like James Harden's the sole reason his team winning games.
It's true.
It's
not.
It's
but-
not
I
at
don't
all.
want
He's
to
not
make sure
cheating.
he will be the
He's the
sole
second
reason
best
he's
player.
He's playing with a
too.
fucking MVP
But
candidate.
he's the second best player. They was throwing, like I said, they was throwing Drew,
Dude, y'all
Giannis, and came
first
in
of all, y'all
the
tripping.
fucking
Y'all
what's
acting-
called.
y'all
Exactly,
acting-
more.
I
And
still
why
have
they
him
do
on
that?
All-Star.
Why they
This
do
is
that?
great.
Why they
I
put
know,
all
I'm saying.
three of them in the All-Star game?
Stop riding Harden's dick for a second. I put him in
I'm
All
not,
Star.
I'm not even a
What was
Harden
your
fan. Rand.
card pick, Bez, by the way, with the Spurs
I
All
don't even like
Star.
Harden.
I didn't think I had Tyrese.
There you go.
I mean, I don't know
who's
Tyrese
my
candidate. I
thing?
think he's a lock too.
I think
I bet you.
I have Drew Holiday and
He was my honorable mention.
Jalen Brunson. as
Oh,
my
bro,
wild card.
I had Randall and Brunson. I want to see both of the
That's
Knicks
a
duo in
go.
there.
Oh, that's
I had my
crazy.
wild cards.
I wanted to put Brunson so bad, but I had to put Harden in there. So
I hope
Yeah,
he
I
makes it
agree.
though.
I
I hope
agree.
he makes
I
it.
agree. I agree.
Harden's
Harden's a lock.
He's a lock, but he's my wild card. For
If
me,
I have
I think
Halliburton in
Tyrese
there,
had a
gotta
better
have
Harden was my lock. Harden was my lock
Tyrese was my like
with Brown.
And
yeah, he was my
you just said Harden was for sure in there. Halliburton's
That's
numbers
fair,
are
but
that
yeah,
much
I
lower.
matter.
How the
Like
fuck
winning,
is he
winning
at
impacts
ten?
it to me. Winning impacts.
Was Brunson on it?
This guy don't make no fucking sense, bro.
Okay,
How?
Brunson
That's
on your
crazy.
list?
That
Brunson
shit
on
so
your
no.
list?
Okay,
What?
but
Was Brunson on your
who
list?
Yeah,
votes
he's
for
on
the?
my
It's the
Isn't
coaches
Hallie
and the
better than
fucking.
Yes, that's a mistake on my
No,
part.
no,
Okay,
no,
okay.
reserve.
That's- I just wanted to
The
clear that up
coaches
before
vote
you-
for the reserve.
He
That's
said
the
it was a
coaches,
mistake,
yeah.
folks.
Yeah.
That's okay. Well, I'm saying like, based on everything else too, like, huh?
This is us voting though, so I'm not
Yeah,
predicting
no.
what I think is gonna happen.
But I'm just saying,
what I
like,
would vote
based
for.
on like history too, like they're gonna give the edge. Like, if I mean, it doesn't matter because they're all gonna be reserves. Like, at the end of the day, it's not like there's a better reserve than another.
Yeah.
But it's just like when it comes to like being picked first and who would be picked over, like the coaches are still gonna go with Harden, given all those things. Like coaches are gonna put
exactly.
put that
The name of Harden over the name of
I guess
Halliburton.
so.
because
I
Tyrese
get
is
what
a
you're
young
saying.
player
Like you said
on a
before,
young
too.
team. Doing that stuff.
I'm not
And the
arguing
coaches,
that.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
arguing that though. That's not what I'm saying at all.
No,
I'm
no,
saying
I
I
said
wouldn't pick Harden.
No,
Personally,
no,
I'm not a
I know.
fan of
That's what I was gonna
But
say.
I'm just articulating
Also-
why me and Hassan would put Harden, or feel like the coaches are gonna
For sure.
I mean, if
have
you
a higher
that's a fair
Harden.
point.
Like I feel like when because they come out, the ballots come out of who gets picked, how gets more votes and stuff.
Yeah,
I think that Harden is gonna be higher than Tyrese.
Yeah, because based off of his
Uh,
record.
Disagree
Based
with
off
that.
record stats and
Well, stats,
and
we
like
already-
his
yeah.
history, like
We went
it's
through
James
that.
Harden at the end of the day. You know,
for
like
sure.
The thing is, these
It's the All-Star game.
These
Yeah.
All-Star ballots, though.
What you value.
These All-Star ballots. I'm picking who I would pick. Like
Exactly.
you have a good point
It's what
saying
you
the coaches
value.
will probably pick
Yeah, yeah.
Harden
Also-
over him,
also
but
I
I'm
wanna
saying
say-
I would rather pick
yeah,
Tyrese.
Because you
I
value.
mean, it's subjective.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
point
Want me to
saying
check
the
what his
coach-
averaging
yeah,
is?
for sure, 100%.
You can, but it doesn't even matter.
What if it was good?
There's other people that are
what he
average
can do when
stats.
he's fully healthy.
Yeah.
Bradley
So,
was there.
Yeah, like usually
Last year-
they'll give the lower spots to the young.
points,
You know, like
which is
last
cool.
year. It's a
Tyrese
great
probably
point.
make a wild card.
All right. Also, I want to say
think
why
he's
is
making
why
it
has
for
Chris Middleton made 3 All-Stars in his career too?
Because he plays with Giannis.
Also, he's been
That's-
best.
that's
He's
my
been
point.
winning games.
But
Okay.
yeah, that's
I'll
that's
tell
my
you
last
stats.
point.
I'll
That's
tell
my
you
last point
stats.
about
I'll
being
tell
the
you
first
stats.
seed. Like all those years that he was making it, there was like
First
fucking
seeds,
16
right?
Exactly.
Some
Isn't it
players
also-
deserve it because of wins, right?
Isn't it also
But
relative to the
I'm saying,
competition?
okay,
that good. That's
okay, like
like,
in
oh
with
my
that
God.
point,
Hold on.
I'm just saying in
Hassan,
general why I
wait,
value
guys.
wins over
Wait,
and coaches value wins over players that just put up stats.
But that's
okay,
a
like
good
but
point.
my point
then you-
my point with that last time was that it only matters like winning matters when you're like a first seed. They're gonna give you like more leeway on having 2 or 3 of them. But when you're a lower seed, that doesn't mean like your best player, like Tyrese, just because they fucking stink, or like just because somebody's a 13 seed,
Well, maybe-
like Siakam, like they're not gonna make someone going off and they're their best player not make the All-Star
I've
team.
seen it though.
Exactly.
But
Trey
I
Young,
know-
but
Trey Young
not
2 years
always.
ago, Bradley Beal
but-
3 years ago.
Are we back? Where were we? Honorable mentions or not yet?
One thing I'll also say about the past shit, the NBA is infinitely more talented than it was.
So
when
talented.
Jeff Teague.
So
It's
talented.
like there's
Yeah.
there's guys
Like-
I don't have
Hey, but-
making it like Drew Holiday and Jalen Brunson who
Who shit
wouldn't-
on Jeff
yeah,
Teague?
yeah, shit on him.
Easily shit on Jeff Teague.
So
Doodle on that
I
nigga.
feel like
Jeff
if
T.
it's harder nowadays than it was.
Open that
back
nigga
then.
mouth.
Kyle
up.
Korver made it too, bro. Like
That's
this is
exactly
insane.
my
I'm
point.
telling you,
That's my
people
point.
nowadays
That helps
shit
that
on those
strengthens my
players.
point too.
No, it doesn't.
Because winning, I'm saying winning is taken into account way more than you think it is.
No.
Also, if you're looking at stats,
Nah,
Drew Holiday now is
I
better
think
than
it's
Chris
less
Middleton 2 years
than
ago.
less.
Yeah.
Stat-wise.
Winning, I was taking into account years ago, but
No,
not
but
today.
even like Chris Middleton made it over someone like Trey Young when Trey Young was averaging like 27 and 10 losing.
But the thing is, okay, you can't say Middleton over Young. They don't play the same position, so that's invalid.
Well, I'm just saying like that's an example. If you want me to go through like guard for guard,
Yeah,
I can find
I
that
do.
too. But I'm just
No,
saying.
yeah, but we were talking about that right now. Like, okay,
There's no
just
charge.
because
better.
just because
You
it's
need it?
happened, like you said, 3 times he made it, and you're saying, okay, look, like
Just
just
leave it.
matters, right?
Still recording, right?
People agree with that.
Yeah.
That's the point of this argument. Is do
Yeah, I
you
do agree with it.
So you agree that Middleton deserved those 3 All-Stars instead of everybody in the fucking
Yeah, because you should be recognized as an all-star if you're winning games. So what are you playing basketball?
That's
But you
my
play with
point.
Giannis,
Hold on.
though.
So
Look
that's
at
my
Giannis.
point. That's where value comes in. You value the record because you apparently don't acknowledge
That's a
that
personal
Giannis
preference.
No,
is
no,
on
I'm
the
not even
fucking
going off-
team.
Giannis played the middle.
I know that Giannis is on the thing, but I'm going off how coaches and media think,
And that's my
choosing these
point.
players.
If you agree with how coaches and media think, then yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's
Middleton
why
3
I'm
times,
basing
that's
my list
fine.
off of.
But if you see Middleton 3 times making it, and you're like, but he made it over other people because of his record, that's still kind of like, well, you thought that those other people played better, but because of their record, they didn't make it.
Exactly. Well,
That's kind of like disagreeing with these coaches because these coaches are going based off the record.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I agree with the coaches.
Isaac coming different today.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
My man's
Hey,
coming
bro.
different, bro.
That's what
I'm
I'm
proud of
talking
him.
But I
Come
agree.
on, man.
I agree with the coaches because the ultimate goal in basketball is to win. And if
Okay.
you're helping your team
That's
win, you
fine.
should become
If
an
you
all-star.
agree with the coaches, that's fine. But that's where we disagree.
Yeah,
because
I
we
know
feel
why.
like Ante's on the
Aaron
fucking
Gordon
ground.
for All-Star.
Yeah, fucking-
Best
But
Aaron Gordon
why,
for
why,
All-Star.
why take that away
Have
from
to
Chris
do it to
Middleton
him.
being good? He's
Hell
still
no.
being good.
No, I don't take
He
it away
wasn't
from
even
him,
honorable
but
mention.
I think that's why it's a
But he's been playing really
He
good.
is playing well.
team. We're going based off.
If anyone from Nuggets make it,
I mean, I wouldn't be
already
mad
knows.
if it was just player based, but that's why they have like
Yeah.
the starting five where you can vote for players. Like if players
Yeah,
are
I
doing
get
bad
it.
and
It's
if
cool.
they're good,
I
yeah.
get you.
So if y'all committed to the starting five, I'm like, okay, it is what
We're
it is.
talking about Drew too.
Let's go to the West. We're probably gonna argue.
Yeah, we need
to the
West.
Yeah.
Before that though, just if you got honorable mentions, I got some.
Yeah.
You can rattle them off. These are the three that I was thinking about putting in here, like considering I just couldn't because I think the players are better. It was Brunson, Drew Holiday, and DeMar DeRozan.
I got.
They both suck too much for me to put DeMar in a bitch.
Oh, now we're talking about
Darius
teams.
too. I feel like Darius deserves recognition.
Huh?
I said Garland deserves recognition too.
Yeah, Garland.
Garland does.
He just missed a lot of
He's
games.
missed too many games.
Yeah.
He missed a lot of games.
Otherwise, you're right.
Unfortunately.
Stats wise.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'd put if I had to put someone in honorable, I'd put Trey just for stats alone. But other than that, he's a loser.
I wouldn't
How
be.
about Donovan in my?
What about
Yeah,
Siakam?
they're
Siakam's the worst
AC.
loser though.
They're 8th seed. They're not even that
Siakam's
low.
consistent.
They're hot.
Consistent loser.
After today, they just lost.
Yeah. Oh, well,
It's
that's,
different. It's forward
I'm
and
looking at it
guard.
right now.
There's still a bunch of good, better forwards.
as long as it's been updated.
I mean, the teams below them is fucking buns, bro.
I know, but still, like an 8th seed, like an 8th seed isn't low enough to disrespect. Not disrespect, but like disregard Trey.
I'm not
8th seed
saying
is not
'cause
low. Like he would have to be 13th
he's
to
just
be
been
like, nah, hell
he's
no.
just been inefficient.
Oh,
That's
but
why.
Siakam counts though. The nigga's
But the nigga-
12th.
Huh?
Siakam's 12th.
Yeah.
How many games?
Wait,
behind?
I
How
had
many
Trey on
games
my
behind?
list.
How many games behind?
Is it like one of those things where they're like 2 games from 7th? Like,
I don't
like
think it's
29
West?
versus
Oh my god, they're
25 is
13th. Oh my god.
2.5 games.
But still.
It's not really that much of a
Bro,
deal.
they're going to 2-game win streak and Siakam's like 8th seed.
Yeah,
Bro,
they're
come
going
on.
to two- yeah, it's-
No,
Oh
but
my
they've
god.
already, I think
Records
they've
if
already
it's a
made the.
two-game win.
I think they've already chosen the reserves.
But
though.
games back is just that's from first. Like nigga, who cares? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I think-
they're not-
I think reserves
like,
are
games
games
back.
How much
back
are
of
they
the
from 8th?
Hawks.
Like
They're only
from
2
7th or
games
8th?
behind the
I know,
Hawks.
but still, like,
All right, let's go to West.
Let's go to the West.
All I
let's
know
start
is
with guards
these
again.
wheels are going to be
Start
nice
some
for
games,
you.
like, no?
These wheels are coming.
I guarantee you Siakam's gonna be all star.
We shall see,
Not
we
not
shall
an
see.
injury replacement either.
Let's go.
Let's go. Go ahead. Guards.
Omari side.
I think there's 2 players here. I mean, actually, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not gonna say nothing. It's 2
I have
guards.
two. I have two.
Yeah,
I have
with-
2.
with
2,
wild
yeah,
card,
but
though.
Thanks.
Oh,
Jen,
okay.
too.
Yeah. Me too.
Oh,
starters,
bro.
I'd say definitely Shane.
Maybe.
Right.
Of course.
And
There's the first one.
I'd
No?
probably put Ja.
okay.
Yeah, of
I got
course.
the same thing.
Of
Let's go. I
course.
got the same.
Let's get a
That's-
Three-way.
That's everybody.
Four-way,
I got the same
four-way.
thing too.
Oh, fuck.
Yo, baby.
It should
The
be like
first
a
one we
fucking
agree on.
rainbow.
Right here on
bro.
Ball Don't Lie.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let me say this.
Hey. Oh, geez.
The first ones we completely agree. I like
Yeah.
that.
Let me say this about Ja.
Wow.
Go ahead.
I don't like the guy as like a character, but you
Exactly.
can't deny that he's dominant and he's
Yeah.
a superstar in this league, and you can't really be
talented.
stopped. He's getting better every year, and he can talk as much trash as long as he backs it up.
His dad's gonna
But
whoop
we'll
your
see in the
ass.
playoffs. Yeah.
All right. Keep talking shit. Keep talking shit.
Also for the
But
All Star
trust me.
game,
Okay,
like
you got Shannon
they
Sharp.
want
He's
people in
gonna
an All
get
Star
teed
game that's going to be fun. He's like a fun player to watch.
Yeah,
now.
for sure.
Ja
Oh,
almost
yeah.
Morant.
So,
Yeah, that's 100%. I
That's
want to see him
also-
talking trash
I,
too.
I,
gonna
we
catch you.
everyone loves seeing John the All-Star
Him
game,
and
bro. Come
Zion
on.
about
You
to.
gonna catch a Clipper
He's
game.
fun
Triple
enough.
lobster.
Well, I don't know if Zion even play.
Clipper game.
That nigga Zion's not playing.
Yeah, there's gonna be a few for sure on my honorable that make it as injury replacements because like
Yeah.
ain't no ways. I mean, KD shouldn't play. Zion
maybe.
shouldn't play either.
I don't know about Zion, bro.
All right, let's go to the forwards.
Can't
This is
show.
interesting.
I can.
Forwards is interesting.
think
3
so?
forwards.
3 forwards.
I want to hear what y'all
I
guys.
feel
have.
like
I got.
I'm gonna have the
You
same
can
as
start over
somebody.
here.
I'll say I got Anthony Davis.
Okay, there's one.
I got Sabonis,
There's two.
and I got Laurie Markkinen.
Alright,
There's
yeah,
three.
yeah.
That-
Let's
that's my
go, gang.
You gotta
my
cook up.
I got
that. Come on, man. You two.
All
Come
Lakers
on,
fans
man.
with AD, I
Come
see.
on, man.
Well, history.
Oh shit.
Just take out these
Hold
throw
on.
goats for
Bro,
AD,
name
bro.
the forward.
Who do you got? Who do you got, dog?
You two got the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Me.
All right, let me
and
say,
Go ahead.
I'll say Laurie.
Right.
Okay.
He's most improved, obviously. The
Okay.
steps that he's taken is ridiculous this year.
Mhm.
I got PG. They're
I
fourth.
was
Okay.
gonna ask you if you had Clippers.
Let's
I was
go.
gonna ask these two if they had Clippers on their roster. I was
PG
gonna say
easily
that.
deserves it
You
over
got a
Anthony
Clipper,
Davis.
bro.
They have to have at
Easily.
least one.
Isn't
All-Star.
Kawhi better than PG?
He hasn't played.
PG has been better this season.
It's the games thing again.
The Kawhi, like, for the past 2 weeks, he averaged like 30 or
I'm
something.
not voting Kawhi All-Star for 2 weeks straight.
How many games have they played? I want to see this. You continue.
The fool's a part-time player for 3
no.
months.
Oh, yeah, he
I'm
hasn't
not.
played a
Oh, 2
lot.
weeks. Congrats, you bottom rank. No,
has
sorry.
not played a
We'll
lot.
talk about the AD thing after. And then
Who
I got
else we
Sabonis. Obviously, he changed
We
the
got the
games
same.
roster.
We got the same one for the West. So
I thought you guys would choose Kawhi. I'm not
I
gonna
got
lie.
You guys
PG,
got what
Laurie, and
Gabe got?
DeMontis.
You so
You
what?
guys got what Gabe got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same exact.
AD definitely doesn't deserve to be an all-star over these 3 players.
Yeah, especially if you.
I got AD as an All-Star, but he was my last spot. He was my
Well,
last
because
spot.
he doesn't play as many games. He
And
doesn't play that many
that's
games.
The only reason I put him in, he's my wild card. So we can go into that next. I'll start off with that. The reason I only put him in is, like, again, he didn't play enough games, but he was so dominant when he played. I barely gave him the edge, like
Exactly.
over another player.
He was dominant.
Is that enough
Fuck.
games to play though? I mean, like, say for example, Devin Booker was pretty dominant when he was playing. They
I
played like
actually
the same
checked.
amount of games.
Devin Booker's played one more game than AD, and I
you don't
think
have him on your list, do you?
he's
Also,
honorable
Paul George has
mention.
played
not gonna
9
be
more
back.
games than Kawhi, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think
He's not
that-
gonna be
Paul
back
George played
anyway.
9 more games.
He's been better for this whole season.
Also, if AD makes the All-Star game, he ain't playing either.
Yeah,
ain't no
he
fucking way.
He better not
Ain't no
fucking play.
fucking way.
He better not
I
fucking
think he
play.
makes it.
No, he's not.
He might get in, play
He'll,
1
Like,
minute.
yeah, like I mean, he'll just take it light probably.
Nah, dude, don't
Him
play.
taking
dog.
it light,
Fuck
he can
that.
still get hurt.
Yeah,
He'll
but
get-
Everyone else is also taking it.
When's the
light.
last time he was an all-star?
Jump shot. Like
2 years ago.
That's different though. Nigga was
2020
under
season?
Yeah.
But they didn't even play. Huh?
No, that
Oh,
was
he got the all-star.
no, that was the year
MVP.
that I don't know, but he had the game winning free
How
throws.
you roll in there?
That was the first year the format went to the Kobe show.
Oh.
Nah,
It's years ago.
Hold up.
Watch. There's another.
We just talked about that. They called it flagrant. He was talking about Anthony Davis rolled his ankle, taking the jump shot.
Yeah,
I'm
we
like,
already talked about that.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
No, but
Nigga
he's
did it
saying
from
that
half.
it, like, it's when he landed.
Like 2 more
We
points.
talked about that. The first thing I
Kawhi
said-
better
In the
efficiency.
air when he rolled it.
Like,
In
straight
9
up,
more
how
games
could you
is
roll
a
your
big
ankle in
difference.
the air?
Yeah.
Bro, it
The
was
9 more
weird.
games
The
situation.
air is
No,
that.
no.
Stop your
He-
ankle.
he landed it like sideways on his ankle.
A little bit
That
better
motherfucker
stats,
got to stop playing it low.
Yeah, he does.
Oh God.
All right.
I know.
Kobe 10.
Oh,
Wild
man.
cards.
I was thinking because
Wild cards?
last time I thought AD played was when he was in New Orleans for the
No,
all-star when he got the MVP.
Relax, dog.
He definitely played on the Lakers.
I
Yeah,
got
for
PG
1
and
year.
Dame.
And last
PG
year
and
he was
Dame?
obviously hurt. He couldn't play.
PG.
Who's your wild
I
cards?
got PG and Dame.
I got AD and Dame.
Isaac. What did Isaac have?
I got Fox and Dame.
Fox
Oh my
and Dame,
God.
too.
Come on, man.
my
That's
God.
the person I picked. It was between him and Fox, and I just gave it to AD.
I feel like Fox deserves it more because he's been consistent for that team.
Yup.
He's been clutch in the
He's
fourth
winning
quarter.
games.
He's probably gonna make it as an injury. Like he's the first. He's probably gonna make it as an
You
injury.
don't think he'll make it like legit?
I mean,
it's a bonus.
he could make it legit. I think there's a chance just because they're playing so well right now. But
Yeah.
for me, I mean, like he would be the easily number one replacement guy. Like that's like
Yeah.
I said, him and AD. It was hard for me to pick.
I got a question. Do you think these players like when they hear that they're injury reserve players, do they feel like they're actual all-stars?
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck.
Resume
Don't give
says
a
all star,
fuck.
not
Yeah.
he replaced.
On basketball
No,
reference,
but like-
it says all-star.
In your heart though, do you feel like yeah, I'm an actual all-star?
I
maybe
would
it's
care
maybe
if
it's-
you
should, though. You should.
Nah, I know what he's saying. The competitive nature though. The competitive nature. You're still gonna want to be.
If you're the
able to-
first, if you're the first one, I would say yeah. But if you're like the third or second reserve, or like when Mike Conley, or no, not Mike
Mike
Conley.
Conley, yeah.
Me
Mike
and
Conley's a good
Hassan, me and Hassan, real
No, but they
competitive.
also
we
had
understand.
Dwayne Wade and Dirk make it like legacy shit.
Okay, that was like some last
You
stuff.
never know what type
If
of
you're like
way-
the second or third replacement, then it's
No,
like a
I'm
little
saying, like-
fraudulent. But if you're the first replacement, that's like
That's what I'm
okay.
saying, you're
I still feel like you're an
competitive.
all star because it's like
Of course
Did you say
know,
PG
but
was your
you're
lock,
not
by the
gonna
way?
any type of,
yeah,
like,
he was before.
happiness.
He should be a
He
lock.
should be
The
locked.
Clippers have to have one all star. They have
saying
to.
I think
Good
Kawhi's
team.
gonna make it.
Oh, contender.
I don't know.
I will bet you $20
I'm at $5.
that Kawhi won't make it.
Don't do that. Don't do that bet.
Let's
You think
go.
9 games to make it?
Spin. We don't have to bet
No,
money.
because okay, even by stats wise, 9 less games,
Bro,
but Kawhi is
his
better.
stats aren't even that good. He's having 21 points right now.
25
Kawhi sucks.
on the season.
Kawhi sucks.
No, he's
Just watch.
not. I just
Never
looked it
played
up.
again.
Check the stats.
Never being
Look,
good again.
I'll show you
Relax,
this. I'm not
You
doing
know how that means he must have because I checked 2 days ago when he was averaging 21. That means he must have played so little games that one good game.
21.
Oh, so I'm right.
Okay.
21, 5 and 6. Oh no, 21, 6 and 4.
You just saved them for making that spin.
6 and 4, and then Paul George is 23 and a half, 24, 6 and 5.
And he's played
That's-
10 more games,
yeah.
9 more games, right?
It's
Clearly better numbers.
Easily. He's been their best
Paul
player
George
for
has to
sure.
be an all-star.
They've been winning.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
first
the
seed right
first
now.
year right now.
Damn.
They've been like
Aren't they
injured
winning
most
with
of the season.
Kawhi playing? Like
This guy's
more
got-
than.
Bro,
Your boy-
You don't watch
get
enough
off his
football
nuts,
games.
man. Get off his nuts.
Kawhi's
Wow,
Wow.
he's that
They
guy.
lost a lot.
Kawhi's been good the last
Kawhi's
2 weeks,
19.
but that's about it.
Huh?
Kawhi's not
I
heat.
don't give a fuck about that number.
No,
record?
Yeah, I do care about how they get it. Narrative is important too.
Bro,
PG's
this is
the
Kawhi,
biggest reason, though.
motherfucker. He's walking,
PG's a bigger
started
reason.
winning.
PG's a bigger reason. He's been consistent for the whole season.
I agree with Huss
reason.
here. I agree with Huss.
Kawhi's been playing like there's games where he played like 15 minutes and then some
Yeah,
rest.
Coming
a lot
off
of
the
rest
bench
games.
in the beginning of the year.
Like,
Some niggas come.
PG been
I
consistent.
hate people who like see Kawhi comes back and they start winning and they be
Gabe-
like, oh, it's because of
Gabe-
Kawhi.
Gabe-
And it's like, nigga, like Paul George is still doing better. He's been carrying them the
But
whole
it's
time.
also like, yeah,
Just now
Kawhi's
have
an
a
elite
complete
player.
team.
Of course they're gonna
Yeah,
win more.
now the
That,
Terrence
I
is the
agree with
best
it,
player.
but
You can't. It's the
unless
same
it's
thing with like the Chris
fucking
Paul shit.
night and day, bro. Unless they were not winning with Kawhi,
They
and
weren't.
as soon
He's
as
still a
Kawhi
super
got there, they started winning.
They
That
weren't.
is
But
clear
they still, like-
indication.
They were still kind of winning when it is not
Yeah,
there.
they're in the
If
mix.
it's not, then it's
they were
not.
okay.
I'm just saying, if it's
but-
not, it's not.
They
But
were still in the playoff
if they
picture.
showed-
Yeah, they were like seventh or so.
Okay, and then they moved
now they're
up
like
to
fourth.
with
Yeah.
when he came back.
Yeah.
That's a clear indication that they're doing
That's
something.
That's just a better team. It's just the team's just
Yeah,
better.
that's what I'm. Yeah.
It's not like
Okay, but I'm
Kawhi's
saying,
bad or
like,
something.
it's
Dude's a
still-
superstar. He's always gonna help
Yeah,
the
that's
team
what I'm
win.
saying.
But
If the
saying that's
motherfucker
something-
played like this 2 weeks the whole year, he would
Yeah.
easily beat an
But
All-Star.
I'm
But
saying
he
some
just didn't.
people would
That's
like.
the problem.
Some people would like.
Take away from Paul George.
Yeah, some people would be
No.
like, oh, it's Kawhi. Like, oh,
But
Kawhi is the superstar. Oh,
I definitely feel like
got
he
came back.
has something to do with it, though.
Of course.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
They're on the
of
same
course.
team.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
it. That's it. Yeah,
It's just,
yeah.
like he hasn't played a lot of games this season or longevity.
And that hurts.
And he started off pretty
You
shitty,
can't be
too.
an all-star
Yeah.
doing that shit.
Yeah,
I agree.
Exactly,
I agree.
exactly. But Paul George has been consistent.
Played 25
Yeah.
games this year.
Fuck Kawhi.
I actually want to talk about
Hey,
Dame.
man,
Everyone
relax.
has Dame on their list too.
Yeah. He
What
has to
seed
be
are they?
I got them.
Terrible. They're right above. They're 12th, right above the Lakers.
Hey, that's coming from the guy who
Man.
doesn't give a fuck
Yeah,
about
I
the
mean,
record,
like,
dog.
fucking-
No, but what he's doing is kind of crazy
consistent.
though.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Anthony Davis, with you guys' take with like 80, if you play more games and there's still this record, I'll put 80 in there too because of his stats are like ridiculous.
I think
also.
maybe by the time the All-Star game comes around, he'll be like decent amount of games, assuming he doesn't like
Well,
get
then
injured again.
you know they choose reserves like I think they're choosing them this week on Thursday. TNT.
Are they?
Yeah, the All-Star game's right here, man. Like they're
When is the All-Star game?
deadline's on the 9th.
I know the deadline's on the 9th. When is the actual All-Star game?
Let's check.
Because they're doing the draft the day of, so we won't even.
That's
I mean, I don't know.
funny.
They might
19th.
announce them earlier, but
February 19th.
we won't know the
Watching
team
Western
till the
Shit
day
is the fucking best shit in the world, dude. I
What?
can't wait this year
that
watching the
shit's gonna
draft.
be hilarious.
LeBron and Giannis.
Remember when KD and LeBron was drafting and they left James Harden?
That was crazy as fuck, dude.
That was fun.
LeBron was hiding his face behind.
Yeah, so they drafted on the deadline that time.
Huh.
They drafted right at the deadline day.
Okay,
So
but,
that was on the 9th.
but it's gonna be a lot different when you see the guy standing right in front of you and like
Dude,
he's
remember,
last.
dude, like Rudy Gobert be making All-Star games because their team's winning. He's always the last pick too.
That shit where the Jazz had Donovan, Gobert, and Mike Conley make it was
Yeah, it's
crazy. But
ridiculous.
that was the year they were like everyone thought they were that was their coming out party.
61 team. Yeah. People ain't
Second
built
round
for it,
exit.
bro. Yeah. People just ain't built for the playoffs.
I think that's gonna happen with some teams coming up. Like they're gonna have their breakout season where like the you know I don't know about this year because I don't see that happening really. I would have said the Nuggets, but they don't really have
Predict it.
they don't have an all-star caliber player besides Jokic. Obviously, everyone's kind of like decent.
Murray's coming into his own.
Murray was about to make it before he got injured. He was getting like on that precipice, bro. I was.
It takes time to come back from ACL injury.
Yeah, I know.
Kevin Durant.
Not everybody's Kevin Durant. I know.
Anybody should make it from them. Like if I had to pick, it'd be Aaron Gordon. Yeah, he's been playing
He
amazing.
used to be so
this year.
explosive, Murray.
Man, he'll get back into it. Tearing ACL.
He's had some games. He had that game against Portland. He was shit. He had the game winner.
Games a year.
He had a game winner too. Was that the one you're talking about?
same game.
That was sick,
Yeah,
bro. I was
He had
watching
7
that
good
one.
games a year and averages
Stop.
like 16. No, just
Stop.
kidding.
All right.
Nah, just playing around.
Yeah, I wanted to do the honorable mentions list, but we've named like a lot of these players, so I'll just
Name
choose-
them.
I'll choose
Ask him.
some of them though. All right, should Jimmy Butler be an All-Star?
No.
No,
No.
he ain't
He's
gonna
gonna
play for sure.
What about playoff
Last
Jimmy?
year,
Is playoff Jimmy an
or 2
all-star?
years ago, he played an All-Star game. Played 1 minute. I swear to God, I looked this up. He played 1 minute in the All-Star game.
Yeah, I
Also-
was thinking, I was
What the
talking to
fuck's the
Gabe
point
about
of
this.
being
Like, I can't remember the last time KD actually
Could have
played
just
in
gave
the
his spot
All-Star
to
game.
somebody
Yeah,
else.
KD ain't played either.
Like 3 years or something like that. He just always gets hurt like right when the All-Star game happens.
Probably he do it on purpose.
All right, let's see.
Would
Let me
playoff
choose a
Jimmy
really
make an
good
all-star
one.
game? Playoff Jimmy?
Jaren Jackson.
They had a
I got
playoff
some
yeah.
honorable mentions
Anthony
here.
Edwards.
I was gonna say Anthony Edwards
yeah,
is
it
also
was.
honorable
Yeah,
mention.
yeah.
He should make it
Reserve.
honestly.
Yeah.
As a him and well,
Injury reserve.
You would say Simons? Or you about to say no?
No.
Oh, I thought you were about to say
No,
Simons.
I was gonna say
I thought him and I thought that's what I was gonna say.
No,
I was
anyway,
guessing.
if AD's not on there, which I wouldn't be mad if AD's on there because he was my last pick, so it's not. I'm not gonna be like I can't believe it. So if he makes it over AD, I won't be upset either.
I think I had someone extra on my list.
I think
I
80
also
will-
had Devin Booker as well.
There's no way 80's not
For
making
the
it.
fact that
Yeah.
I
80.
don't know what he's
Bro
doing.
was averaging
it's
40 for like a while. Like 80, it was like MVP caliber, and then he got injured.
Or he's averaging like 30 and 20 like for a week.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He's
Yeah.
Outside
Again, he was dominant when he was playing. He was ultra dominant.
He was like that with the Pelicans, man. When he went to the playoffs with the
way he was
Different
playing
breed,
this year, it was the best basketball.
He was the
I've
best
seen him play.
basketball. He was literally like
Before he got hurt,
breaking his own like limits.
Yeah.
he was breaking his records, really?
His own limit, like his own records.
He was getting 40, 20 games like every other night.
Yeah.
With
He
like
looked
5
like
blocks.
old
Like it was like literally prime like Shaq like level numbers, bro. Just like crazy.
Also had Kawhi Leonard, what we talked about.
Ooh, did you guys say? I don't think he's gonna make it though. Nick Claxton,
Oh,
not
no.
All Star.
Hell no.
He's averaging like 20. You know, I saw them say stat during the Nets game. Nick Claxton over the last like 7. So it was one of those niche stats. Over the last like 7 or like 8 games, he's averaging 20 points, 10 rebounds on 80% efficiency. And the last one of that was like Will Chamberlain or something.
Played shitty today though.
Yeah, he didn't hit on my fantasy.
Gotta throw Kyle Kuzma in there though.
Oh, Kuzma was one I was thinking about.
He's not gonna make it.
Really?
Hell,
He's
no.
Kristaps
been
playing
playing
better.
pretty well.
I'd
though.
rather put Kristaps over Kuzma.
Kristaps.
Put it on
Yeah, but
Kuz.
I'm talking about for recency bias. Like Kuzma's been playing.
If
Like,
you want
out
to
of
show him
mind.
love, sure, but he's
Best-
not even
best
sniffing.
season of his
He wouldn't even
career.
be a third replacement.
Nah.
Like I'll tell you 3 players I got over.
Yeah, let me know.
Drew Holiday,
Kuzma needs to come back
Jalen
to Lakers
Brunson,
so they can say I'm sorry.
DeMar DeRozan. I'd have
Said the
over.
Lakers
Was
say
Randall on
sorry.
any of your lists?
I don't know why you have
Babe
DeMar
Ruth
on there.
The Lakers
Oh,
need to
yeah,
get
yeah.
him.
Why is DeMar on there? Speak on that.
He's averaging crazy. He's averaging 26 and 8 or something.
Team is trash though, bro.
They are.
It's bad. Like,
He's still doing
But
it.
they beat the good teams though.
yeah.
In the regular
Let me see. He's still having like basically the same season he had last year, where he made All NBA. He's averaging 26, 2 points less, 26.
Yeah, he's averaging 26.5.
There you go.
Yeah, but they're at the first half of the season, they're
Stats are
winning
there.
like a lot of games too. I think they're like 4th seed last year.
Yeah, they're a
Yeah.
good
Beginning
team.
of the season.
That's why he made it, and that's why he won't make it. But I threw honorable mentions literally just because of the numbers, and he's not really missed any time. So,
Yeah. So that means Trae Young would be in your honorable